Alright, 300, what's the deal? It's your folks, Shaka. Wanted to share my thoughts with y'all real quick. So, y'all, we are back out here, okay? Philosopher's Garden Season 3. Alright, it might surprisingly be 4. But, yeah, we are back out here and just wanted to show y'all uh, what I'm doing, okay? I'm a little late, okay? I've been procrastinating around. Um, I've had a lot of the plants uh, ready for transplant and just have been too busy. Okay, but I am making time today so that we can get it on out of the way. And so this year, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and do container gardening. Um, Last year, I did put the plants in the ground. Year before last, I did do that as well. The first year, okay, I guess this is 4, but the first year I um, I did fabric pots outside, and that was just not efficient at all. I did not like that. Um, the um, the ground method, it was okay, but still, I just believe that doing it with the containers is going to be more efficient, okay, for what I'm trying to do. And considering, obviously we're not doing a big scale garden or anything like that. And so I think that container garden is the way to go, um, using less but getting bigger yields. All right. And so, what y'all can see, what y'all looking at right here, is I have started to amend the soil. Okay, so me, I like to use our native soil here, but it is very, compact. Got a lot of clay in it, and so you got to condition it. And so what I got in here is some conditioner. Okay, now this year, y'all, I did not make the conditioner. Okay, I typically will make it. I'll get mulch and various different things and make it myself, including some compost. Okay, now I had a little compost, but not a lot. So I just went on out and bought some soil conditioner. Okay, um, so that's pretty much what is in here. Now, also, what y'all see is I have added some slow release fertilizer. Okay, me personally, I like to make sure that the soil is regulated as possible, so I will add some lime in there. Okay, uh, pH is very important. pH is important in general. Okay, when it comes to just life. Okay, but uh, plants are no exception. Okay, if you want to get the best, you want to really make sure that the pH is right, correct in the soil. Okay, it's good for the root zone. All right, better the root, bigger the fruit. Okay, bigger yields you get. And so this is what I kind of got set up here. I am going to start to mix this in. All right, and just get this kind of like mixed up. Once we do that, we're going to put the plants in there. Now, what y'all are looking at to the side right here, uh, these are tomato plants, but they are not the typical beefsteak or carmelo or Roma that I typically grow. Um, we primarily started to do tomatoes in large amounts because we wanted to make um, sauces and stuff like that. Okay, and at the time, the person that was actually making it at the time, they pretty much was saying that it's a little more difficult uh, making the sauces with with those tomatoes. They're not really made for the sauces and stuff. And so what we found is that uh, this tomato that's I guess native to Italy, it is the tomato that they use. It's called Mazar or something. I'll flash it across the screen, but come to find out, this is what they use. Okay, And the person that's currently going to be doing the sauces and stuff like that, they did agree with that. And so this is primarily what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to do these tomato plants so that we can make sauces and stuff like that. um, Probably not going to do no other tomato plants. uh, as a matter of fact, I'm certain that I'm not, because I don't have any other ones right now to plant. And so, but I'm doing that. Of course, I'm doing basil, parsley, um, pepper plants. Got green and red bell peppers. Hopefully, they turn out red. Sometimes they don't when they say that they are. Um, what else? I got. It's just two more. I can't really think of them. Flash them across the screen, but what I'm doing here is primarily how I'm going to prepare all of them. Okay, and so I'm about to go ahead and start twisting this up, and when I'm finished, I'll show y'all what it's looking like before the transplant. So yeah. I'm also gonna top this off. Obviously, this has not enough dirt to fill this bin, but I wanna get all of that, those nutrients and stuff mixed in there. So yeah. Yep, yeah, just like the first. I think y'all seen when I did this the first year. But I do want to cover a topic, y'all. Um, I'm probably gonna do it when we come back here. I will speak about it. But yeah, just getting this twisted in. Um, I am going to do beets as well. Okay, but I'm going to um, wait until the end of um, the year, or end of the summertime, because I'm reading that they like cooler weather. Okay, but I actually got two topics to speak on. I can't really um, think of the other topic. Um, that I was supposed to speak on. Oh yeah, I know what I was supposed to speak on. Well, one of the topics. I had a so-called black man ask me if uh, who is responsible for planning dates and doing things like that. Who is responsible? Is this something that a man got to keep on his calendar all the time, making sure that he's planning every week to take the woman out? Um, to be real with you, man, that is primarily the woman's job. That's a part of community, all right? Even if she want to go out with her man, you know what I'm saying? Now the man, he does have to be a little more open to doing things, okay, within boundaries, okay? Not going on no sucker missions or something that's gonna put y'all in danger or whatever. However, uh, outside of that, the man, he has to, number one, he has to be open to some of the ideas and stuff like that that the woman would like to get into. Uh, and then outside of that, man, it's going to be up to the woman primarily to plan a lot of the trips and things like that. And to be real, I mean, if you plan on being serious with the woman, okay, um, it's good practice for y'all to start when it's just y'all, and it's not kids and all of these various different things, okay? But man, that's a part of what women are supposed to be doing, man. For the most part, planning trips and various different things like that, you know. And the man, he kind of has to be open. Of course, he has to be in a certain position, cause yeah, you're gonna be financing some of it, okay, along with the woman. Just because she's planning it doesn't mean that you don't invest in it at all. Okay, I mean outside of you doing it, you know. But yeah, man, that's primarily the woman's position. A lot of times, women get in relationships with men who are men. Because the truth of the matter is, keeping it a buck, when a woman is dealing with a real man, I mean, if these average women are dealing with him, she'll see him as boring. Okay? You know, she'll see him as a boring type of dude because of what a man is invested in and what he's supposed to be invested in. Okay? Just being the man that he is, and also making, just ensuring that the relationship is going to be what it's supposed to be and moving to the next level of things. Okay? A lot of what he's involved in and stuff like that on a consistent basis, you know, the average woman in the West or whatever, especially, she'll look at that like, you know, he's born. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And you know, to a certain extent, that's how a lot of Western women will want their men if they are into real men. However, that doesn't mean that that's something that she just got to 100% deal with. Okay, you know, a part of her position is knowing how to get that man out of the house. Okay, knowing how to make some plans for them to get out and stuff like that. Paying attention to certain things that he might be into, things that he like. It's no different than when a woman is, you know, probably working at some type of a youth center or whatever type of center, and she's an event planner or something like that. You know, that same kind of stuff applies in the relationship. Okay, and when those things are not understood, it can contribute to the quality of the relationship, man. All right. And so yeah, man, and that's why one of the character traits I look for in women, man, is their ability to be creative. Okay? You know, those are the type of features you should be looking for in a woman, man, to ensure that these things will be comfortably covered. You know, it's something that she's going to be excited to do. You know, kind of like making various different plans to see what you like. And she's not going to be afraid of hearing no from you either every now and then. You know, no, you don't like it or whatever. You know, so okay, so she'll go back to the drawing board and see what else. You know, she's not going to be someone sitting somewhere pouting because um, you said no on that one thing. You know, a real one is gonna be like, okay, let me get a better understanding of what he's into, okay, or something like that. But that's my opinion, man. That's what we believe because that is a part of community. And like I say, man, um, that is a part of the reason why a lot is going wrong out here, man. Um, with relationships and community and stuff because the woman has abandoned her position in community, or even if she wants to, she has no idea of how she goes about uh, actually being in that position, okay, and executing the way that she should. All right. And so, man, I just really wanted to cover that while I'm doing this, but I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. We're gonna put a little more dirt in here, mix this in, and I'll be back with the transplant. All right, y'all. We back for the second part. And so, as y'all can see, I got the dirt mixed up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plant two of these tomato plants in this one bin. They'll be just a little tight, but you know, it really don't matter. They're the same variety, and it's plenty of room and depth, I believe, for both of them to grow. Um, and so, about to get into that. But while I'm doing this, I want to go ahead and answer a question, another question a brother asked me. Um, I definitely thought it was an opportunity to share a pretty good message. And so just getting into it, this brother, he wanted to know if you as a man, you know, you were a good man to a woman or whatever, and you decide that you wanted to move away from that relationship because the woman, she just, you know, she wasn't a reflection of the investment. Is it a good idea to take her back if she pulled back up on you, wanting a second chance? All right. And so I thought that that was a good backdrop to share a pretty good message. Go ahead, point. And so just getting into it, answering it, oh, that went pretty well. The answer to that, man, is on average, man, it's not the best thing. Okay? And some of y'all be like, you know, I mean, why not? Everybody deserves a second chance and stuff like that. Yeah, man, I know a lot of people are gonna get a little triggered by this, but a woman got a better chance taking a man back after she has lost him and he pulled back up versus a man taking a woman back who's pulling back up on him on the second chance. And the primary reason why, man, is because it is highly unlikely that when you separate from that woman, she's gonna find herself going off somewhere, investing in making sure that she's gonna be the best woman for herself, for the man, you know what I'm saying, etc., etc. That's rare. Okay, and the reason that is the case is because there's so many distractions and things out here that's telling women, like I told y'all, it ain't you, it's everything else. Okay, I showed y'all that in a video that I think the folks dropped over there on TikTok, but that's kind of like what goes down, man. You know what I'm saying? And so they're not really pulling back up on you when they do pull up for a second chance. They're not pulling up because they kind of sat somewhere and they were able to kind of like figure and find out what they did wrong and what they can improve and stuff like that. They typically come back to you because they go out there, okay, and they experience a lot of stuff that is not in favor of them. And it's a lot of stuff that they can start to recognize that, okay, this is going to make me the woman that I was sitting around with a man looking at being out on the outside. I'm starting to be that woman. You know what I'm saying? And so now let me try to go back and see if I can get my dude. But they're coming back, man, typically with more baggage, okay? Because like I said, they weren't out there trying to do the best that they could to get better, okay? And then on top of that, they still probably got going on what you had to let them go for anyway, okay? You know what I'm saying? And so, man, it's not always the best idea, man, to find yourself doing that with the woman, man, on repeat, man. There's a possibility, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot that goes into you really trying to figure out and find out if she's that woman, all right, now that she wasn't when y'all were together, okay? And then that's another thing about it, you know what I'm saying? It takes time. You know what I'm saying? You got to spend some time, you know what I'm saying, out here with that woman or whatever, again, trying to figure and find out if that is the case. All right, now I already told y'all that it takes time when you are initially engaging with these women. You did. You know, that stuff takes time. And so, you know, man, pretty much, man, I mean, when you think about it, is it worth that time? Is it worth, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be up to you, all right? But in my opinion, man, more times than not, man, it's not a good thing, okay? All right? You know, because of those things that I stated. And when you kind of like look out here in this social media and stuff like that, seeing what's talked about, like I be telling y'all, you don't see a whole lot of that. You don't see a whole lot of these women out here having conversations about how they supposed to get back right with a dude that they lost, that they knew was that dude. He was that one. All right, but they didn't have their mind right. You don't see a lot of that out here. Okay. And so that's what I would pretty much say about it, man. You know, when I talk about the odds, man, do it at your own risk. Is there a possibility? Yeah, man. Almost anything is possible. Okay. But man, a lot of times it's not likely. The reason why they running back over to you is because they went out there and they did a bunch of stuff, more than likely a bunch of stuff that you were schooling them not to do, okay? Because it would drop their value as a woman. A lot of times they went out there and did exactly that plus some more, and they realize it, and then they want to run back. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so that's what I would say. But I'm gonna go ahead and repot this last plant, y'all, and we can get on up out of here for this episode of Philosopher's Garden. Yeah, I think they're gonna be all right here. And as y'all can see, I see a little grass. I was cutting the grass. I was like, let me go ahead and get this mulch, this little grass mulch. I ain't never did it with it being this fresh. I hope it'll be all right. But yeah, y'all, there it is. We got 2 of them planted, and they are ready to grow. But anyway, y'all, I don't know if y'all can even see it. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, man. Go ahead and like this video. A lot of people asking about YouTube. A lot of the content I just been passing to the folks, telling them to upload it other places. But you know, this video do okay. You know, we get you know a decent amount of likes and views. We'll follow up with another video. That's how we doing with YouTube. That's why we ain't dropped in a very long time, because I think that last video, Shannon Sharp, I dropped, it didn't do too well, so we didn't pull back up. It's 300.